Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monay back to y'all with another video. Today's video is super exciting as always, you guys. In today's video, I am going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me, a little life update. I'm going to be talking all about my status here on YouTube. Will I be staying on YouTube? Granted, my boutique is going ahead and relaunching. Will I be leaving YouTube? Go ahead and watch this entire video to find out what that's gonna all look like. I'm also gonna be talking about my experience with relaunching my boutique wanted wardrobe, how I'm getting ready for all of that in the next week and a half. I'm going to be talking about house hunting, looking for office spaces, warehouses. Of course, I'm going to be dropping gems in this video for those of you guys who haven't launched a boutique or those of you guys who have and you aren't getting any sales. So you really want to make sure that you stay tuned for this entire video. So I'm going to be doing my makeup. I'm getting ready to go through and film a bunch of content today. And then after I go through and finish filming content, I'm going to go head out and grab me some dinner. So when I go ahead and grab me some dinner, of course, I got to make sure that I'm smelling good, that I'm looking nice and all that good stuff. So I do want to mention to you guys today that today's video is sponsored by Dossier. And if you've been watching my channel for some time now, you guys know, and you should not be any stranger to Dossier, y'all. I love Dossier. Definitely one of my favorite fragrance companies. And it is just all because of who they are and what they stand for and their entire purpose and mission as a brand, you guys. Iconic scents, designer quality, no markup. So if you aren't familiar with Dossier, they are basically like a fragrance company that creates inspired fragrances by a lot of the designer fragrances out here. So your Gucci perfumes, your Maison Francis Kirk de Jean perfumes, Baccarat Rouge, Versace, all of those different brands out there. YSL, they create dupes for those same fragrances, but they go through and make it 10 times better in my opinion sometimes. And then they also go through and make it a lot cheaper. Y'all know designer perfumes be way too much money. Baccarat, I think, is what, like $300, $500, something like that. So imagine going through and getting that same quality but for way less. So the fragrance that I have today is called Fruity Honey, and it is inspired by Jo Malone's Nectarine Blossom and Honey Cologne. So this is what the bottle looks like. Super chic, you guys. I put all of my bottles on display in my bedroom just because I love the way that they look and they match my entire aesthetic as well. So let me go through, take this out, and show you guys how the bottle looks. And then we're gonna do a little smell test. So this is what the bottle looks like. Hopefully y'all can see it. Hopefully it's focusing. Probably not. But I'm gonna go through and just spray this. It says some of the notes in here are green leaves, black currant, honey, nectarine, peach, and then velvier. Let's go through and just spray it. It's giving me like really like fresh vibes. Definitely giving me daytime vibes. I would never ever wear this at night. This will definitely be like the perfume that you wear when you're running errands, or if you want to go get like a cute little like brunch date with your girlfriends or something along those lines. Let's say you're going to the office and you're going to work. This is definitely more so of like that daytime scent. So I'm happy that I went through, picked this up, because I'll definitely be adding this to my collection of perfumes. So for more information on Dossier and also a coupon code, be sure to go through and screenshot this here. I also have more information on Dossier link down below. But we're going to go ahead and hop right on into today's video, y'all. We are going to be doing a little life update. I'm going to be doing my makeup in the process. Eyebrows are already done. Hey y'all, so I'm in the process of editing the video right now, and the amount of times that I said the phrase go through is absolutely ridiculous. Please disregard and continue watching the video. But we are going to be talking about my status here on YouTube first. Will I be leaving YouTube? Granted, I know that my time is going to be cut, given the fact that my boutique is relaunching. The answer is no. Thank you for clicking this video. That was clickbait. I am not leaving YouTube. I will never, ever leave YouTube, you guys. I love YouTube. However, I won't be leaving. However, the videos will be cut down a little bit more than they already have been. Y'all know it can be times of the year where I'm super consistent, and then there's times of the year where I like don't post for like maybe a week or so. But you will never not hear from me for a whole week. Ever. Since I've been doing YouTube and since I've been doing like more so e-commerce, business related videos, y'all gonna hear from me every single week. However, now it might be just once a week, or you know, it might be once every 2 weeks. You never know. I really don't know how this relaunch is going to go as far as volume is concerned, as far as sales is concerned. Like, you know, I'm still doing trial and error, you guys. I kind of use my boutique as a way to like be the guinea pig for everything that I share here on YouTube. So it could be a time, it could be the fact that maybe since I am going through and doing so much with my boutique, I might have the opportunity of filming everything. So you guys might get a lot more vlogs, or you guys might get a lot more how-to videos. But I will never ever leave YouTube. However, my content schedule will go through and kind of go through and change. I'll still be doing my small business hauls. I'll still be doing my vlogs. I'll still be doing other sponsored videos as well. But for the most part, it will be cut down because sometimes I get real YouTube happy and I upload like 3 to 4 times a week, or sometimes I'll upload only once a week. It really just depends. So yes, y'all, I am not quitting YouTube. Thanks for being a victim of the clickbait here. But no, I am not quitting YouTube. However, like I said, depending on the volume of orders and everything like that, granted, depending on, you know, how my relaunch goes, will determine my future YouTube schedule. You guys have to keep in mind as well that for the most part, I'm doing all of this by myself. When it comes to marketing, when it comes to email marketing, SMS marketing, marketing department in a whole, when it comes to sourcing out inventory, shopping for inventory, when it comes to packing orders, when it comes to creating content, for the most part, I am doing a lot of these things on my own. And the reason why I wanted to go through and do it on my own and not hire, granted, I could go through and hire someone for all of these departments. Like, I have the budget in order to go through and do it. I just want to go through and kind of see what I could go through and do on my own. So that way I know who I need to go through and hire things for. If I notice, okay, Troyia, I'm lacking in the content department and I'm not that, you know, I don't have enough time to go through and create content, then I can definitely go through and I'll understand, okay, I need to go through and hire somebody who can go through and create all of my content. If I notice that I'm lacking in like the ads department or email marketing department, I might want to go through and look to hire someone who can handle my ads, an ads expert. You know, different things like that. If I notice that I don't have time for shipment and fulfillment, I don't have time to go through and ship out orders, that means I need to hire someone to go through and do that task for me. So I'm kind of using this as a way, my relaunch as a way for me to figure out who I need to hire. There's certain things within my business that I like to do. Content is like my bread and butter. If y'all have not gone through and followed my Instagram page for the relaunch of my boutique wanted wardrobe, or my boutique page in general, y'all can see how much time I put into content. Content is literally like my bread and butter. Like, I eat, sleep, and breathe content, like literally all day, every day. So I love going through and creating content. So I don't think that I'll ever, like, I don't want to say I wouldn't ever hire anyone to do my content for me, but that's something that I don't mind doing. When it comes to shipping out orders, fulfilling orders, sis, I'm not your girl for that. I do not like shipping out orders. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Shipping and fulfillment of orders is literally like my least favorite thing to do within like the boutique business in general. So definitely not like my forte there at all. All right, y'all, so I'm back. That was a vendor calling me that I ordered from Magic Las Vegas, telling me that my shipment was ready. So what I was talking about, I think I was talking about like relaunching my boutique, the status of everything, kind of how I'm gonna go through and balance everything and all of that good stuff as well. So far so good. So far I've been able to balance YouTube, since I do have an influencer manager. She basically answers all of my not DMs, all of my emails that I get from like sponsorship requests or anything like that. She helps me plan out my content too. So that has been really helpful. Also, like, batch creating content for YouTube is something that has been helpful too. So, you know, who knows, maybe I will be able to continue to manage my current schedule. Maybe I won't. We'll go through and kind of see it. It's going to be trial and error. I know that it is, and it's not something that I'm particularly too worried about, but it is something that I do want to continuously do, because I know how important me coming here on YouTube and showing up every week for you guys is important for you. So yes, that is the status on YouTube. We're not quitting, but content may be a little bit more delayed than it has been, or it could be the same schedule. I don't know. We're gonna go through, we're gonna see how it is together, sis. Okay, period. Next thing I wanted to talk about was the relaunch of my boutique, how I'm feeling about it. my experiences so far. Have I hit any, like, you know, bumpy roads or anything like that? I would say so far so good. I am really excited about it. I'm super excited about it, actually. The only thing that I am not necessarily like worried about is the bandwidth. The bandwidth. I am worried that, you know, launch day comes around and I have way too many orders and I don't have the bandwidth to fulfill them all in a certain time frame. And then I'm also worried about not getting enough orders and then thinking about, you know, pivot strategies and different things like that. So everything's trial and error, you guys. Everything's trial and error. I could literally go and, you know, launch my boutique and everything could be amazing. I could go through and launch my boutique and then have some bumpy roads along the way. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not here to make the image in you guys' head that I am perfect, but I know for a fact that I have worked hard for it and that I have done all of my due diligence that I can to make sure that it is a successful launch. So like I tell you guys all the time, I'm the guinea pig. I love coming here, trying new marketing strategies. So I'll be doing a lot more videos discussing like the marketing strategies that I used to go through and launch and what worked during my launch and what didn't work during my launch. You guys are going to get so many more videos. Granted, it's going to be a little time frame. It's going to be a little cut up. It's going to be a little separate, a little bit longer as far as, you know, when those videos are going to come out. But I do want to do a lot more videos discussing, you know, things that I've noticed that have worked. So like I said, I really want to be the guinea pig for you guys to come on here and tell you guys, okay, this worked for me, this did not work for me. This is something that you probably should implement within your business. This is not something that you should implement within your business as well. So like a lot of the systems that I'm using, I share on my Instagram. The other day I talked a lot about the different systems that I use as far as content creation goes, and batch creating content, scheduling content, planning content. So make sure you guys follow the At Her Hustle page academy, At Her Hustle Academy page on Instagram to get some good gems there as to how I go through and batch create my content and how I schedule it out. But yeah, so far so good with the relaunch. I relaunch on October 2nd, 2021. So I relaunch next Saturday. So I have a bunch of TikToks, reels that I'm going to record today. Tomorrow I get my hair done because I have a photo shoot on Saturday and I have a photo shoot on Sunday. I might go through and schedule another photo shoot on Monday. And then I think I should be good there. I just really want to make sure that I have enough content. Like, me not having enough content is like my worst nightmare. Considering like I'm a content creator myself, like me launching a business and not having great, amazing content just like doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't. So that is pretty much the status on my boutique. Everything has been going super great. I literally cannot complain. You guys have been so supportive, you know, in the comment section of my boutique page. You guys have been so supportive just in general. So I really do appreciate that as well. I am not liking this concealer on this side. Like, it's just not blending. I think because my beauty blender is not wet, it's just like not doing what it's supposed to do. The next thing I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about is moving. Y'all know I was in the process of looking at some townhomes like about a month or so ago, or a few weeks ago. I was in the process of looking at a few townhomes to go through and buy. And y'all, the market is just crazy. Like, these houses are expensive. You think I'm about to pay $400,000 for a townhome? No, ma'am. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. A 2-bedroom townhome, $400,000. No, ma'am. So what I'm really contemplating on doing is I'm really thinking about just renting for 1 more year. I have to get out of this apartment. Like, I have to get out of this apartment because I'm gonna be doing a office tour so y'all can see my office space. It's really not my bedroom. My bedroom is really big, but this office space in my 2nd bedroom is just way too small. It's just way too small. So I want to either buy if I can find a good deal, or I will be renting again for just 1 more year, and then maybe I'll buy next year. I'm in no rush to go through and buy. I just thought that it would be just more so of a financially like more smarter decision to go through and buy and just like stop wasting my money on rent. But granted, I'm still very, very young. Like, I'm only 25, so I have a lot of time to go through and buy a home. But I did want to go through and get that process kind of started a little bit early. And I also know that I have to find a space that has a room that is bigger than this room, because I cannot deal, y'all. I haven't even gone through and started packaging orders. Like, I don't even know how being in this room is going to work until the relaunch of my business, because I don't know how it's going to be with me packing orders. I don't know how it's going to be with me getting inventory in, you know, frequently. So it's going to be crazy, because it's already crazy. It is already crazy. Mind y'all, I film my YouTube videos in here. I do my work in here. I do coaching calls in here. I have ship my products in here. My product is stored in here. So it's just like so much going on in just such a tiny room. So that is another reason why I want to get a bigger space. So if I were to like get a house, or buy a house or rent a house or something like that, then I would try to get like a 3-bedroom or like a 4-bedroom. So that way I can have a room for like just my office space where I film my YouTube videos, like where I get dressed and stuff, almost like a closet slash like YouTube filming room. And then have a guest room maybe, and then even go through and have another room just for shipment and delivery, where I go through and just store my inventory pieces and actually ship out orders. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking. But granted, like I said earlier, I'm in no rush to go through and buy, but I did think that financially that was like a great option. But we'll see. I'm also not looking for a warehouse or office space anymore. I was in the process of going through and looking at office spaces and warehouses for my boutique, but I want to stay in-house as much as I can. I just love my inventory being with me. Like, I just love the feeling of my inventory just being in my space, because whenever I want to go through and film content, I can just go and grab my, you know, my inventory and just film content. I don't have to get in the car and go to a warehouse or anything like that. So I'm loving that for right now. However, I know that eventually I will have to go through and get out of that, considering that I do want to eventually hire shipment and fulfillment employees, and I don't want random people in my house. So eventually I know that I will have to go through and do that, but for the next year or so, I'm thinking that we can probably get away with staying in home, considering that like my mom and my family members, my dad and stuff, they'll be helping me with shipping and delivering orders. So I don't really have to outsource anyone for that just right now. But if I do hire someone for like marketing or branding or ads or anything like that, they'll probably just be like a freelancer. They won't be someone who will work for me in-house. So yeah, y'all, that is the update there. I am really just going through the motions of my makeup. We are finishing our makeup really fast, and I love that for me, because I got like 5 TikToks that I'm about to do, or 5 reels that I'm gonna do right after this video. So yes, y'all, that is pretty much the status there on me moving and me looking at like warehouses and stuff like that. I'm also open to moving to a new city as well. Like, I love living in Tampa. All my family's here. It's really like, you know, it's like a nice homey environment. Like, you still get that large city atmosphere without being in like a large city. But I do kind of want that large city atmosphere. But granted, I know that if I do move, I'm not going to have the help and the support of family and friends, because for the most part, all of my family is in this area. So yes, don't know about that, but y'all, like I always say, I'm still young, so kind of have that ability to go through, and I don't have no kids, so I have the ability to go through and see how all of that would look. Next thing I wanted to talk to y'all about is I just wanted to rant. I just really wanted to rant, just because during my coaching sessions, I oftentimes get so many of you guys who come to me. You guys are out here, you haven't launched your business just yet, but you are already buying inventory. without going through and figuring out your niche, and without going through and figuring out who your target audience is, and also without creating some type of branding or mood board. If you are going through and you are purchasing inventory, you haven't figured out what your niche is, you haven't gone through and figured out what your target audience is, and you've gone through and you have not created a branding board, you are literally moving backwards. You are literally moving backwards, and you are doing yourself and your business a huge, huge, huge disservice. You are almost setting yourself up for failure. I'm going to be honest. If you are out here and you don't know what your niche is, you don't know what your focal area is, you don't know what your target market is, you don't know, your area of expertise within your brand and within your business, you don't know who your target audience is, you haven't gone through and created a target audience persona, you haven't gone through and created some type of branding or mood board or inspiration board, how do you know what inventory to go through and purchase? Who are you purchasing inventory for, right? You guys have to think about those things. So with the relaunch of my boutique, I went through and did all of those things first before I even bought a piece of inventory. Before I bought one thing of inventory, I did all of that first. Of course, I looked here and there just to see, what was out there. But I wasn't looking too hard, and I wasn't looking too deep before any of those things were done. I wanted to make sure that I had everything done on the back end to make sure that I'm shopping for inventory for someone who actually is, a potential customer of mine. When you actually go through and you shop for inventory without doing any of those things, you're really just shopping blindly. You're shopping for someone, you're basically like buying a birthday gift for someone you don't even know whose birthday it is. Like, it's just like me walking into the mall, okay, I'm gonna go buy a birthday gift, and I don't even know whose birthday it is. You know what I mean? Like, you're just shopping for someone who you don't even know who you're shopping for, So you have to go through, figure out your niche, figure out your target audience, create a branding board, create any type of inspiration or mood board, create a marketing plan. Actually, I would create the marketing plan after you buy the inventory so you know how to market it. But maybe go through and create some type of business plan, or like a mock-up of a business plan or anything like that first before you buy inventory. If you are buying inventory and you have no idea who you are buying that inventory for, you are basically just walking into a store and just buying stuff for someone that you don't even know exists. Am I lying? I'm not lying, right? I am telling the 100% honest truth, right? That's basically like what y'all be doing. We can't do that, ladies. So let's get it together. Let's make sure we handle our due diligence on the back end. Make sure we take care of all of those different things first, so that way we can have successful launches, we can have successful businesses. We know who our target audience is, and we know who we are shopping for, period. So I need to put some gloss on top of this because it is giving real like white casket vibes. And I have a jar of lip gloss. This is the lip gloss that I use for the most part. And I just take my finger, boom, period. So we are good to go, y'all. So yeah, that was it. That was my little life update. I'm not quitting YouTube, you guys. The boutique relaunch is going to be so successful. It's going to be amazing. I'm super excited about it. Excited to get some data, some analytics that I can come back and share with you guys, give you guys some additional marketing strategies, tell you what worked, tell you what didn't work. Also, I am still in the process of going through looking at homes to either rent or buy. Not really looking at any warehouse or office spaces just yet. And yeah, y'all, make sure that you know your target audience, you know your niche. You've gone through, made a branding board, inspiration mood board before you buy a piece of inventory, okay? So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go through and grab you a fragrance from Dossier. All information regarding Dossier will be linked down below in the description box. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.